we're digging into the people, places, and moments that shape the state. This is Tennessee Unpacked.
All right, welcome to Tennessee Unpacked. I'm your host, Ryan French. Co-host today, McKenna McGowan.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I am so glad to be here today.
I am still celebrating Common John Brewing Company.
Yeah, the shirt's loud today.
Opening. It is loud.
It is loud.
It feels loud.
Yeah, I saw you get out of the car. It was bright.
I think that's the point.
Okay.
I feel like I'm a billboard for Common John Brewing Company.
But you know what? I'm kind of rocking with it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it looks good.
I dig it. It's so Common John opened up a second location last week.
Right in Pulaski, right?
In Pulaski. So their
I'm
first
so
location
excited.
in Manchester, second one now in Pulaski. I'm stoked about it. So
I need to go give them a try.
Well, and they're great folks too. That's the thing, is it's family owned and incredible beer that, you know.
I actually went for the first time 2 weeks ago in Manchester
With
at
your
their
sister?
home location. Yes, with my sister Amanda.
Yeah.
Shout out Amanda McGowan.
Yeah.
But I had the peanut butter and jelly craft beer.
Yeah.
And
juice box or something.
oh
something
my
like
gosh,
that.
imagine my surprise whenever I literally drank an Uncrustable.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was the craziest thing ever.
Yeah. We're at the beautiful Mule House, which is apparently haunted, but that's okay. We're excited to be here in Columbia. And this is our third episode, but this is a first for us. This is like we're bringing on
A guest
that's not event related. So we're talking all about you, really. Like, this is no pressure.
Yeah.
Zero.
We've got an hour of this, so.
Okay, great.
Yeah, an hour to just talk all about yourself.
But Remy Watters, welcome to the show.
Thank you. And I do not like talking about myself, so
Yeah.
this is very out of my realm, but I'm so excited to be here and talk about it with you guys.
I am so excited that you're here.
Yeah,
Like,
thanks for
I have
having me.
so many questions for you, sis.
I'm nervous.
Well, so for those that don't know, that Remy Watters, if that doesn't come to mind when we say what you do, most people would be familiar with Vintage Remnants. That's kind of, it's funny because we were talking before the show and it's like, wait a minute, you're Vintage Remnants? We have people trying to leave because if you don't like to spend money on amazing antiques, this is not the show for you. But
No,
you gotta get out of here.
Yeah, she is the queen of all things thrifted, vintage, antique, like
All things secondhand.
all things secondhand. Like if it was in your grandmother's closet, she probably has found it and now owns it.
I think she said she thrifted those pants yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
did.
public.
An
consumption, but
icon.
it is now.
Thing has
The
been
whole thing.
thrifted.
Like
Yes.
round of applause.
Yes.
So Remy, tell us a little bit about yourself. You take us back to 2020. You're newer-ish Tennessean. Like, you've been here a minute, but
Yeah, I am new to Tennessee. I'm originally from San Francisco. We came to Franklin for a weekend, Super Bowl weekend, right before COVID hit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like days before COVID hit. And we had it on our hearts that we wanted to move to Tennessee.
Yeah.
Prior to that, so I'm from San Francisco. I left San Francisco and I traveled the world for like 3.5 years by myself.
Wow.
So I haven't lived in San Francisco in a long time, but I met my husband who's from Ireland. We met in California in like the shortest time period. It was like, I think our paths crossed maybe like a week. And we moved back to California. We traveled for a bit. We moved back to California for like a year and then decided, we can't afford this. Like, this is crazy. So yeah, we moved to Tennessee and we've been here 6 years.
That's amazing.
It's
Time's flown by, hasn't
so
it?
fast.
Yeah.
I feel like I just moved here.
Yeah. Like you are a Tennessean at this point.
I don't have the accent, but my husband does say, he said, when I'm around
Yeah.
real Southern people, he goes, you start having that like
Twang.
twang.
Yes,
and I'm
girl.
like, I don't know where that comes from, but yeah.
Well, you can talk to me and Ryan, and by the time
Yeah.
you leave, you will
no, I
sound
will.
like you just walked off of Broadway.
I will.
I don't know if the camera picked it up, but she literally pointed at us as she said that with her finger. Southern people. So you come here from California. I have a friend, actually, who works with us, Dominic Gialdini, who's from San Francisco also and moved here. You guys have the same hairstyle as well. And
Unique.
He's a transplant Tennessean, just kind of thing. So you moved here during the pandemic, everything, like, what got you, have you always been into antiquing? Or
No.
was it something that kind of came with the move? Or
I feel like there's so much to that. I created this account when I broke my leg. I was in a motorbike accident in Thailand, and I broke my leg. The healthcare was horrible. We moved back to America. At that point, I moved in with a family member who was very entrepreneurial and was like, you can't work, because I was, physically.
Your leg's broken,
move.
right?
Yeah. And so he was like, just think outside the box. And I one day just created Vintage Remnants. And I was like, it just made sense, the name of it. It kind of just came to me, I think, in my sleep almost. But Remy, remnants, it plays on each other. But I also love the word remnants. So growing up, I'd been in and out of antique shops, thrift stores. My mom loved that kind of stuff. I was not into it, though.
Really?
At all. No, the smells, getting up early, I was not about it. It just wasn't for me. But I don't know. I think something about your adult life, it kind of gives you
it's that frontal lobe development, man.
Yeah,
Once it develops, it's like, it makes sense.
It does. Yeah, exactly. And it's going back to your roots, I think, and it felt familiar. So, yeah, I broke my leg. I needed money. I didn't know what to do. We went to a thrift store, and I was like, oh, maybe there's something here. Maybe I can just post it and see. And so I would curate things. I like the design aspect of it, but it was very just a mug. It wasn't, okay. So that started. But really how it started, when we moved to Tennessee, I got hired with Bridges Domestic Violence Shelter in Williamson County, and I was a part of their donations team.
Mm-hmm.
I was the team. I wasn't a part of the team. I was the team. And so we wanted to open a thrift store. That would have been big picture. We would get all these donations, Franklin's money. They had big extravagant things, but it wasn't really our shelter women didn't have the space for these things. Mm-hmm. And so they were just sitting in storage. It was like, what are you doing? Why, let's do something with it. Why don't we try and sell things? Okay, yeah, the shelter needs money. And it happened. So I started selling things, and I realized, I'm like, wait a minute here. And so when we moved to Tennessee in our own house, it was COVID, right?
Right.
Nothing was open. We had nothing. We literally packed up our car. We had this old 2-door Cadillac. We packed it up with house plants and clothes. And we're like, we're moving to Tennessee. We had nothing. We had literally I ordered a mattress, and we slept on that mattress. And we had this little TV tray, and it was with this outdoor foldable chair. I have a photo of us. My husband's on his computer, and I'm so we needed furniture. So I took to Marketplace, and this all kind of happened simultaneously. But yeah, I bought this table in, I think it was actually Columbia. And I bought this table, and I was like, I love the bones. It's solid wood, but I don't like the finish on it. I had never done anything I wasn't crafty like that. Well, I sanded it, did all this work, and then realized I didn't even like it in the space. And I was like, oh gosh, what am I going to do? So I'm like, well, I bought it on Facebook Marketplace. Why don't I turn around and sell it on Facebook Marketplace? But I put all this work into it, so I'm going to upcharge. I sold in 10 seconds. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So I had never really thought there's a business in that, but the two worlds colliding of I can do it for Bridges and for a good cause, and then wait for my own stuff. There's something here. So yeah, Vintage Remnants it was very circumstantial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is so cool. So you would consider that table was the piece of furniture that kind of really sparked that for you, huh?
Yes.
That is what really started it all. A table that you didn't even like.
Yeah, a table that I didn't like, and I put so much work into that freaking table.
Yeah, I understand. I had tried to sand something once, and I was like, this would look great outside.
I get people all the time that come into the shop, or they'll send me something. They're like, hey, can we redo this, or can we blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, yeah, you can.
Yeah, sure. You can. Feel free.
You know what? One time I actually had this. I had worked my butt off. It was this old dresser set, and it was like a long dresser, tall dresser, and a pair of nightstands. And I posted it on Facebook Marketplace after hours of refinishing this piece. This family came almost immediately after I'd done it, right? Yeah. She came, it was mother and daughter, kids going off to college. The mother came and she was like, oh, I love this piece. It's great bones, blah, blah, blah. Why don't we just paint it?
No.
And I was like,
You were gagged.
I'm sitting there, yeah. I'm like, I
would have been
you're
sick.
gonna pay me, so that's great. Like, you're still gonna buy it, but like,
Yeah.
what did I just do all that work for?
And this was in Tennessee?
Uh-huh.
So
That's right.
you didn't do any of this, like you didn't start this journey whenever you were in California?
No.
So
I
this
started the
is-
account in California.
Okay.
But it wasn't with the intention of really like selling. Like, I think it was like, you know, a mug, a shirt that I just like, I thought it was cute and I kind of wanted
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love that your videos. One of the things I see consistently in your comments is, you know, people talking about the authenticity of it. Like you really do relay the experience of each of these shops, these small businesses. You and I have talked about small business a lot. There's a passion is like helping these people out. And I do say they're authentic because you talk about smells a lot in your videos.
There are a lot of smells.
Yeah, I was glad to hear. My wife is also a smells person. She won't stop at a gas station that cooks like chicken because she's like, I
Oh,
smell chicken
wow.
the rest of the day. Yeah, so I.
Me and your wife would be good friends.
Yeah, smells are a thing. So I'm glad to see. But as far as like what drives your day-to-day passion, and really first, I guess, how do you go about this? What's the next step? What's the next stop? Like, how do you plan what you're going to post, where you're going to go?
Yeah, so I feel like I'm a little bit of organized chaos, a little bit of like untreated ADHD.
You'll fit in well here.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been squirreling.
It's fun. It's
Yeah.
fun. It's chaos.
Yeah.
It's chaos, and it's very scatterbrained, you know? I'm like, there's a part of me that's like, I want to move to Italy, and a part of me that's like, wait, I love Fayetteville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
it makes no sense.
Right.
However, you know, I think because I've grown my account to what it is, and I've kind of put myself out there, people feel like it's relatable. They feel like they can approach me. I get messages all the time, people saying, hey, you know, my mom and dad own this place. You should come check it out. Or, hey, my cousin wants to open a thrift store. Like, could you help us out? Could you come feature it? Can you know, or even just like, I'm sure you'll never hear about this place because it's not on a map, but you got to go drive down X road and then take a left and take a right. And it feels very like 1990s when you have like you're
actually using
you
a
have
map.
it printed out and you're like, okay, now take a left. And I missed the turn. I'm like, wait, how do I,
How do you undo MapQuest?
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
right.
Yeah. So there's not a roadmap to it. I feel like I just put whatever I'm in the mood for. Like yesterday, I texted you and was like,
Yeah.
hey, I want to take my mom on a little road trip. Where am I going?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Can you talk about your, like, just for those that are listening that might not know exactly, like, what your account is or what it highlights? Can you explain, like, what your content highlights specifically? I'm pretty sure we've given some big hints
Yeah.
around what you talk, like, you know, what
Yeah,
you
what it's
focus
about.
on.
What it's
Episode
about.
3, we're still learning.
Yeah, we're still learning, but can you just
I'm
do,
still
like,
learning too, it's okay.
but can you just, like, do a quick dive on what that content looks like, what your brand is?
Yeah, totally.
All of those things.
So I am Remy, because I get your Vintage Remnants all the time. I am Remy. I'm the one behind Vintage Remnants. I don't put my face out there a whole lot. I'm trying to be better about that because
It's hard. People can be a little mean.
people can be mean, but
Well,
people just
And sometimes when I'm thrifting, I don't look my best.
no. There's definitely where I'm like, and it's an estate sale. I'm like,
Yeah.
girl, I woke up at the butt crack of dawn
To
and
be
I'm
here.
Yeah.
I do not want the attention.
Yeah.
And I'm also very like, I'm outgoing, but I'm also like very introverted. And how does that go? Introverted, extrovert?
Yep,
or
that's
something
you.
like that? Yeah, that's me. So I am trying to get myself out there. And if you do see me out in the wild, feel free to say hi. But my account started as Vintage Remnants. I am a I'm a reseller, right? Like I find things out in the wild at estate sales, flea markets, thrift stores, antique malls. And I bring those things back to my shop and I sell them. I curate them, clean them up, yada, yada, yada. The addition to that, I guess, is kind of like what it's rolled into now is where to shop, where to find the things that I find. I do not gatekeep.
Yeah.
Some people have some feelings about that.
Bummer.
But,
We're going to talk about it.
I was scared about that. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
It's a blessing and a curse.
No, it is. And I mean, honestly, like you guys have to know, for the people that are like, why are you doing that? Yeah. I don't necessarily want to tell you my favorite spots either. Yeah. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I don't want to tell you my honey pot, but I think at the end of the day, what it's really about is helping the small businesses. Yeah. I myself am a small business, so I know, what it takes to get your name out there and how hard working social media can be. Like, you can put your blood and sweat into it and even into your shop, and you can get no attention.
Right.
So with the platform that I have created and, the algorithm seems to like me
what you're
doing what I'm doing, I'm like, I'm going to help the people that I would have liked to be. I don't know how to say that. Do you know what I mean, though?
Like, no, totally. Because I think you are in a market right now where I feel like, I don't want to speak for all like antique owners and thrift store owners, and but I feel like you are in a market where a lot of those business owners don't really capitalize on social media, or if they do, they don't get the traction that they, in my opinion, deserve. Correct.
100%.
And so I think you are giving them a platform.
Totally, and giving
to help them
their voice.
Correct.
Yeah. It's like passing the mic off.
You would not fit in the fishing world. Those, but we'll be back just in a few minutes on Tennessee Unpacked with Remy Watters of Vintage Remnants. All right, we are back on Tennessee Unpacked. I'm Ryan French with my co-host of the day, McKenna McGowan.
What's up?
We're with Remy Watters of Vintage Remnants, and we were just getting into the fact that you'd be a very poor sport fisherman giving away your honey holes. But so why are you doing this? Why are you giving away all your secrets? What's the
driving force?
Yeah, what's the driving force on that?
I have always, I was a 911 dispatcher. I worked at a domestic violence shelter. I am all about the little people or the people with less advantage. Yep. And I know how much it takes to get your name out there. I know how hardworking you can be and still not see the fruits of your labor. And since the videos have been doing so well, I think it's just important to kind of like pass that mic off, really, to be like, hey, talk about yourself and just be authentically you. Like, you don't need to do anything different just because the camera's being pointed at you, And,
Well, and speaking of your videos, I feel like it's very prominent that, like, as you are recording and you're in those moments, you do a really great job about it, like showing like what to look for and and like how to navigate that when you walk into a thrift store, and how to style that and how you might flip that. So could you kind of give somebody who might not be into, like, wants to dive into that antiquing and thrifting world, do you have any advice on like how to get started or what to look for, or just some tips and tricks on when navigating that? Because your videos do such a good job at that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I would say be authentically you. When you go into a store, I think social media and other types of shops, big name shops, they put out what's trendy, right? And I'm not a trend setter. I'm not a trendy person. I don't like a trend, because today you like that trend, tomorrow you're not going to like that trend. I firmly believe that what makes a space unique and cool and timeless is you curating it to the to the T. Like, what do you love? It's not about somebody else coming in your space and validating that it's cool. It's really you loving the pieces that you love and putting them together. As somebody who has started over in life many times and like with a clean slate, there's been a lot of people that moved to Tennessee, right? So they are starting with a clean slate. They don't have these pieces. I always say start with the wow piece. Like, start with a piece that you love and then build around that. Like, don't get overwhelmed by, oh, I need everything to be done right now. It's that you're not going to have a curated home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that speaks well. I become my addiction to antiquing. I don't think I've ever told her this because I'm sitting here thinking,
It's an
like, when
addiction.
did I start?
It is.
When did I start? When my wife and I decided we were going to be married and whatever that's called. She came in like. My house was, you can imagine, just me.
Bachelor pad,
so,
just
Your
you
man.
and a mattress.
yeah, so that story, like one man's junk is another man's treasure. Like
Yeah.
she came in and kind of redid some things. Like I mean, I say some things, all of the things.
Right.
But like it was the first time that I saw things change through that lens, and I was like, man, that if I wanted to get rid of that, it would have been, I would have donated or it'd been
Right.
garbage or something. It was like the first time I saw repurposing.
Yeah.
And then I started getting a little more into antiquing, and that became my thing. And I'm addicted to it.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
I understand. I'm on a very similar journey.
Yeah.
We, during COVID, I was in college, and me and my boyfriend at the time, who's now my husband, but we...
That went better than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, well, whenever I said that, I was like, it sounds like I don't talk to him anymore.
Your husband.
Yeah, husband. Hi, Gus. But we were broke college kids. COVID had just hit. Like, we were like, well, what do we do? Like, what can we do? Like, we have no money.
Yeah.
We're not seeing anybody anymore. Like, well, for some reason, all of the thrift stores and antique stores were still open. Like, they
yeah.
were like,
Yeah.
just mask up, come on.
Yeah.
So we started going, and at first we were like, meh, but then, like, we were hunting, and then you started finding things, and you were like, wow, this is amazing. Wow, why is nobody else doing this? And we have kind of never fallen off the bandwagon.
Yeah. Well, it is funny though, because when you do start with nothing, and it helps you get started.
Yeah.
And yeah, because otherwise, like, who's going to? I don't even know the name of a big box store. That's how like
Yeah.
in a
Yeah, that's how in the
closet
antique
that I
and
am,
right.
about what I do. But you go to a big box store and you're gonna spend buco bucks.
Yeah.
I'm like, spend those buco bucks at a small business.
Correct.
Like-
yeah.
Yeah, well, and that I'll say, because Experience Tennessee, like that's the thing, we don't cover big box businesses. Like we focus on
On the little guys.
on the little guys, mom and
Yeah.
pops. I actually, full stop, is, you don't know this, but the first time I reached out to you, I was working with Fayetteville. Obviously, they have this massive fire downtown that has just been the story, and it's devastating. It's awful. It just took a whole entire chunk out of their community. But like that narrative was kind of like lingering a little bit, if you will. Like, and so we had talked about doing a campaign in North Alabama, billboards or whatever, and I was like, I think we could do something different. And Fayetteville, to me, I don't know that it is on the map known for antiquing per se, but to
It
me,
should be.
there was
needs
there
to
was
be.
great shops, and so I kind of like showed my hand.
Yeah.
So when we started talking on partnering on those kinds of things, like I just want to kind of give you some insight of what kind of impact it has, but. We set up that itinerary in Fayetteville. We worked with some great partners down with the chamber, but also Kat hosting
Yeah,
with
she was
the
great.
Airbnb and new restaurant. We figured out how to tie that in, which I think was something new. But, to date, your videos are approaching in just in that Fayetteville itinerary, 500,000 views across those
Amazing.
platforms. And that's something that those small businesses can't
They can't
achieve
do.
themselves necessarily as easily, and like that has everybody I've followed up with there is overwhelmed. And then yesterday, your sister Amanda was scrolling Remy's page and just saw in the comments like a lady was like, yeah, I went to Fayetteville because of this, and the week before I went to Dixon because of this,
I
and
saw
like that's the impact that I think is just so cool, that you're taking this passion and mixing it with a cool business to me. And I think I'm in a cool business, but yours is probably
Yeah,
cool.
No,
yours
it's
is
really fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so fun.
And but also on that flip side, like you're really doing some great work for the communities too.
Absolutely.
No, I do. I just want to touch on that because I my whole career really in life, I've jumped from career to career, but as a 911 dispatcher, it was because I wanted to help people, right?
Yeah.
And when I got here, it was working with Bridges domestic violence shelter, and that was also to help people. But in those two scenarios, as much as you're helping people, you don't really see the fruits of your labor, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just like we got to keep going, day to day, and that's hard.
Yeah.
And I never thought that I would have such an impact. I'm doing it. I'm selling antiques, right? Like but now that I'm highlighting these small businesses and really just helping your average person, you know, be able to put food on their table, especially today's day.
Yeah,
like,
right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's hard. It's really hard. And if I have a platform or a way to do that, then that's what I want to do.
It creates such a unique cycle because your entrepreneurship is now supporting someone else's entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And that to me is, and then you were in Manchester recently, and the Fosters are people. I love the Fosters.
So sweet.
They're incredible, and they're kind of like community staples there. We talked about that before we went in, and just the effort that they've put into their business, and like it's a differential for our community. Like it really is. Like, you know.
Now, what business do they own?
Well, it's an antique shop on the square, and like I have to kind of give some backstory there. When this several years ago, when I moved to Manchester, the square, of course, court was still active downtown, but like it was just boarded up, and there was lawyers, shops, lawyer shops, whatever. But that was the only thing downtown, and now you've kind of had this resurgence and these great shops like in Manchester opens Provisions, and then High Cotton, and then the Fosters come in. We got two antique shops. We're about to have the third with I didn't know about. Learned on your video.
There's also some other things coming in Manchester.
Oh yeah, a lot of cool. We get teasers all day in these episodes.
Okay, well, with that being said, I'm going to need you to tell me all the places that I need to go. Like, I feel like I'm missing out. Well, do I need to go to Manchester?
So the 5 points video, though, in Pulaski, how many, that was over like 1 million something.
Oh, no, that I think is almost to like 3.5 million now.
It's incredible.
It is. It is. I don't know myself sometimes when I wake up because I did not realize the impact that was going to have. I think I just kind of stepped into that blindly. I stepped into this blindly. I didn't come into it with expectations. And I think that's probably why it's done so well, is because I didn't come into this being like...
You weren't trying to be an influencer.
No.
Oh, no.
Like, you weren't trying to be a content creator.
At first, you're like, I don't know if this place is open or their hours or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If there could have been a camera on me, I always say I really should have a TV show, though. Not that that's the point, but... If you could see the behind the scenes,
there's no telling.
They're like, what is she doing? I was with my mom in the car, and I wanted to go down to Pulaski because I've been to God's Storehouse.
Yes.
Is it Storehouse?
Yes.
And I just love that little shop. So that was really where I was going. And I want to take my mom to Yellow Deli.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I happened to drive by, and I was like, all I saw was stuff at the front, a lot of stuff at the front.
Yeah.
There's not so much stuff at the front now, but there is still a lot. And I saw antiques on the roof, and I was like, yeah. And my mom's like, what are you doing? She's like, aren't we going? And I'm like, yes, but wait, like, I love a good road trip, a day trip, whatever, but not with like a strict itinerary. Like there has to be room for, I just saw this on the side of the road. Like, let's go back.
Yeah.
Right? Because those are the best spots.
Agreed.
Yeah. And it did have a great impact. But I don't think he realized how, like, I had a feeling once I posted it, and it was like within, I don't know, I think it was like 10 minutes, it was up to like 40,000 views. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. And a friend of mine had actually saw the video, sent me Donnie is who owns it. And she was like, yeah, here's his number. Reach out to him.
Donnie's an incredible guy. Incredible
Love
story.
The man. He's awesome. Yeah. He's awesome. And he deserves it. Like, that's the kind of people that, people are like, oh, you just made Donnie famous. I was like, your man was already famous. Like, everybody knows Donnie.
Yeah. Just giving him a platform.
They have sold most of all of I think every single Sundrop Pulaski bottle. It's gone.
Yeah,
From it.
I'm a Pulaski native.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whenever I saw that video, I was like, oh
You're like, "That's my
no.
hometown."
I was like,
Yeah.
well, there goes all my finds.
All your honey pots.
Yes, I was like, well,
my
okay, another
finds.
one, another one has risen.
dust.
Yeah, I was like, now where do I go?
Hey, but then they got to reinvent themselves. They got to
No,
stock
and
back up
like you said, like they deserve it. Like it is
Yeah.
something that needed to be shared.
I also think though that like, you know, the more I do this, the more shops that get highlighted, the more towns that get highlighted. You're not talking about a huge concentration at one store, which, you know, as an antique shop owner, like if I had, you know, 1,000 people show up at my shop on Saturday, it probably wouldn't be the best thing because
Yeah.
I don't have the inventory to
Sustain.
that.
Yeah.
There's a lot that has to go on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So, you know, yes, I want to bring you business, but I don't want to inundate you and like,
Yeah. Well, now, and I think that was kind of my thoughts too going into the itinerary is like, when I go antiquing myself, I'd never go to one place.
Yeah.
I mean, I might go to one place in a community and hit another community, but like I also would do lunch. And if, you know, I was lucky enough I would do an overnight somewhere. But
Yeah.
I think adding that, like you said, creating that itinerary, that the whole entire trip packed up at once. But there's a lot to it. We're going to take one quick break. We're going to have you back for the third
Yeah.
segment. You're good with that? Because
Yeah.
McKenna's got 10,000 more questions.
I have so many questions.
But you're listening to Tennessee Unpacked. We're with Remy Watters of Vintage Remnants at the Mule House in beautiful Columbia, Tennessee. All right, you're listening to Tennessee Unpacked. I'm Ryan French, your host, with my co-host today, McKenna McGowan.
Hello.
And we can't get through an episode without bringing Kelly Johnson back on. So she's joining us for this last
KJ?
segment. K Joe.
Hey, Joe. Thanks for having me.
K Joe.
Excited to meet you.
I'm excited to meet you.
Yeah.
Kelly usually, no hat game today.
No hat game, no fruit tea in my hand. So
No fruit tea.
Oh
You
man,
have a little bit of fruit tea.
you lost your identity.
better hurry.
Yeah, I
it
know.
is.
It is my fruit tea. We've been talking with Remy Watters from Vintage Remnants about what she does impact-wise and the fun of it all. I want to play like a rapid fire game, if that's okay.
All right, go
All
for
right.
it.
These are questions, and McKenna, I know you have more questions. so
It's okay. I can
please-
just I'll follow her out.
Hold the
Okay.
question.
Yeah, like I'll just
Hold
walk
a
her to her car.
I don't know. Okay. I didn't understand what you said.
Was it that southern?
I don't have the subtitles. That,
Oh
I
my
need
god.
subtitles. If anybody needs subtitles, it's me.
Okay, well I didn't know I was that bad.
oh.
It's pretty thick.
McKenna once said that the closer to the Alabama border you get, the more you sound like her. And that is a perfect.
Yeah, there's something in the fruit tea.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right.
That's trademarked. Sorry.
We're drinking the fruit tea again. So, okay. Early bird antiquing, like early bird antiquing hunt or late night Facebook marketplace. You got to pick
Oh,
one.
but those hit different.
Yeah.
Late night antiquing. I'm not I love a good morning, but also that's just stressful.
Yeah. We like being here at 7 or something.
I also feel like just the early morning, like antiquing, really is more early morning yard sailing
Yes.
for Southerners.
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
you're getting
Yes,
out
or
at 6
state
a.m.
Yeah.
and you're still setting your stuff out on your garage, and people are pulling up.
Yeah,
and
you're like fighting the
Give me like
fog.
2 minutes. Like I'll get
Like,
the
I need
stickers on
coffee
this.
first.
Yeah.
Like yeah, and but also estate sales, the stress of standing in that line with 100 other people at 6 a.m. I'm like, I'll send you to the estate sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay in bed.
But
Yeah.
so, okay, that's a good question. It's not my rapid fire, but so yard sales or estate sales?
Oh.
Yard sale.
Yard sale, you
Yard
get a way
sales.
better deal at a yard sale.
Okay.
Yeah, estate sale, you're going big.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Sundays, yeah.
Sundays.
But like an estate sale, like I'm walking away with like a new beautiful bedroom suit that I'm going to
Yeah.
pay good money for. Whereas like a yard
Correct.
sale, I'm like, what junk was in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give you $2 for that box. And
Yeah.
they're like, take it. I'm like,
Yeah, what's in there?
Yeah.
What's your biggest pet peeve at a thrift store? And I have one that's very funny. That you're not gonna like, but anyway, what's your biggest pet peeve?
Ooh, at a thrift store is when, can I name call here? Can I like,
I mean,
when Goodwill puts out poopy pants
oh
because it's been done.
yeah, poopy pants in general
Yes, it
are
has.
one of my pet peeves.
Yeah. Yeah. The worst thing that I've
don't like 'em.
encountered recently is I'll be thrifting and I get pushed out of the way from people who are reselling
Oh, yeah, no, that's not a good
regularly.
vibe.
Like I have been pushed out, like physically pushed out of the way.
Yeah. My pet peeve is the people who are waiting on the stuff to come out because they know all the secrets.
Oh.
But Remy
There's a list
recently
there.
posted a video about, should I wait for this?
I waited.
I was gonna say, not him calling you out.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do love that. She'll do a story. Should I wait for this? And then like 10 story posts later, I waited. Smiling.
And the people who are like, I wouldn't wait. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
then
You're
bye.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's
you're
why it's
crazy.
here.
Yeah.
But thank you for the activation.
Yeah.
Being interactive.
No, keep going.
No,
This is
okay,
good.
okay.
I was going to say, not the waiting game, but my favorite game, and I'm going to use Goodwill as an example, is when you push your cart by and somebody's like, oh, you got something good. I'm like, oh, I know.
Yeah. Like the validation.
Yeah,
But on the flip side of that,
I'm glad I got it.
on the flip side of that, whenever I see somebody that has something that I want, I'm devastated.
Oh, no.
Or you just kind of watch to see if they put it back.
Yes. Yeah.
There's no shame in that.
I'm not. It's not
not
above
at
me to
all.
follow someone a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially if they're putting something back. You're like,
Yeah. Let me just run over there and get that.
The thrifting side is difficult for me. I don't have the patience to like go through all the clothes on the racks and
Oh.
stuff like that. My wife like finds the best clothes.
I
Like,
love
but I just don't
the
have
clothes.
that.
But I'll say, like, I don't know if this is how y'all's mindset going into thrifting. And I'm going to, like, one of my favorite thrift stores in Columbia is Hunt's.
So good.
And you can't go in with the mindset of, like, I'm looking for a round coffee table that's black with legs and a wood top. Like, you can't do that when thrifting.
Yeah.
Your mindset has to be like, what's going to find me today on this journey
So
of
true.
Yeah.
thrifting? I know I need new kitchen stuff.
Yeah.
And
What
then
am
you
I-
just have to find it.
What am I going to
Agreed.
build my room around?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm building a room. I need this.
Correct.
Well, speaking of that, so brass or wood accents?
ooh, unlacquered brass.
Okay.
But
Okay.
also raw wood. That's
Both.
Yeah,
They
she
both
said
go
yes.
together.
Yes.
She said yes. Next question.
Yes, I said yes.
What's the craziest thing that you passed on that you later regretted? We all have that one thing, but
The one thing that I passed on, well, it just haunts me because unlacquered brass sells for a pretty penny, right? And we bought a house and I went to the thrift store. It's I'm blanking on the name, the Restore. What's the Habitat for Humanity, right? And that's
Yeah.
like their thing. That's what you go for.
Right.
Well, I found this. This is after we bought the house, but before I said I want to do a bathroom remodel, which, by the way, if you own a house and you find something in the wild, like
Get it.
just buy it. Don't think about it. Don't overthink it. I found this marble. Oh my gosh, this marble carved sink,
No. And you left it.
and I left it. It was $100. It was $100. This thing would have literally taken like 5 people to carry. Like, it was so heavy. It was stunning. The veining, the marble, like, and it even had the unlacquered brass hardware.
Oh.
That makes me want to throw up.
Just the way that you just said
Yeah.
that.
If
Yeah.
you're listening to the show and you have the
That-
unlacquered brass
Please
marble
clip
top,
this.
Yeah,
Yes.
I later looked on Etsy, by the way, and I wanted to vomit.
Yeah.
I was like, I did what? I just wasn't thinking in like the resale mind. You know, it was like
Yeah.
There's a few pieces that I've watched on your video clips that I'm like, man, I hope she passes up on that because I'm about to go there and get it.
what's the first thing you look for when you walk in a store? Like, is there an item or?
No, it's more so like the mindset I go in with is I scan. So I'll do like my first lap is like quick rapid fire. Do I see something that I have to have? Because when I do that second lap, it's more like, okay, we're going to look at every shelf and see what's there.
Yeah.
So it's not just a particular item.
Getting into the details of it all. What's one thing that you would never buy
I have never
besides
bought
the poop pants? Yeah.
underwear. I feel like
Yeah.
the poopy pants really ties back in, but I know there's a lot of people out there that do like vintage lingerie, vintage undergarments. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
Not everyone's thing. That's
I'll do
good.
shoes. I'm like, I don't
do
know
shoes.
what it is.
Mine
Love
today.
shoes.
Yeah.
I just thrifted these. Actually, I don't know if the
They're
camera can
everything.
catch it.
They're everything.
Is the Goodwill sticker still on the bottom?
No.
And not even the white marker. You're good.
Yeah, you got that off good.
That's really funny.
I will say my pants are thrifted from our local Goodwill. So
My pants, shoes, and jacket are also all thrifted from Hunt's.
Ryan.
Believe it or not, although I look like the most thrifted person over here, I am. None of this is thrifted.
Leave.
Yeah. Yeah, like why are you here?
I should have thought about theming. You're right. Oh man. Well, as far as like you're doing with the release of this, we've got a Columbia itinerary coming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, some cool stuff. We won't tease too much, but what's the best way for people to get involved and follow along? Where do they find you? Where do you?
Yeah, so Vintage Remnants. You can find me on Instagram or Facebook. I have a bigger following somehow on Facebook. Everything I post, though, I go directly to Instagram, and it sends it over to Facebook. So I'm not that active on Facebook, although I do respond to all the comments, questions, messages, and things like that. But actually, my stories on Instagram, that's where you're going to get, like, the
10-minute wait.
Yeah.
Like in
good
real
stuff.
time.
In real time.
Like, should I
And
get
the
this
little
right
things,
now?
Yeah, that don't. I do love a good love it or leave it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
kind of how I
Yeah.
started, and I don't know where it came from. It's just,
Yeah.
it just happened, and I love, because I was shopping for people, right? So I'm like, well, I need the people's opinion.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you want?
Yeah, it's like almost shopping vicariously through you, except you can actually shop through you.
Yeah.
You can say I need this.
Yep.
That's a cool.
It's fun, interactive.
So what is one thing at the end of the day? What do you hope people are going to take away from these, especially like the itineraries that we're doing? Like, how are we?
Well, I really want to get people away from Franklin and Nashville.
We might have to scrub that or be assassinated. No,
I want to get the people out.
No, we're good. They're outside of my region. They're outside. They're great partners.
They
though,
gotta
by the way.
go.
They're wonderful
No.
partners. Love Franklin. Everybody Franklin.
Not in a bad way. Franklin's great. Nashville's great, but like they're already on a map. And I feel like a lot of
Yeah.
people, since there's a lot of transplants,
Yeah.
they've moved to the South for the Southern culture. But because there's so many transplants in those congested areas already, like you're not getting the full Southern experience. And I think by getting out of these cities, like doing the little day trips, like most of my trips are, so far they've only really been like an hour and a half away. So you can realistically do it in a day.
Right.
So
Maybe too, like with the Southerners, like I don't know for non-Tennesseans, because I'm only a Tennessean. I don't know if it's like part of their culture. Like when I am getting rid of stuff, I take it to said donation place. So it's like, I feel like it's kind of ingrained in a lot of Tennesseans of like, you donate it and then you go shop it. Like you're doing both. And so like, yes, I think that's why we have so many good, incredible places to shop that aren't north of us. They're south of here. Like every downtown is filled with at least one incredible thrift place, go-to store. And I think it's part of Tennesseans' DNA. Like, and as a transplant, like getting into it, you're like, this is epic.
well, you guys, as in Tennessee, have way better antique,
Finds.
than California.
We have
does.
style.
Yeah.
You do, but you also have there's something.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because California's not that old.
Maybe.
Yeah, it was-
But the age, the generation, the pass down, you're still in your same
generational-
family's hometown. Like it's been here, staying here. Yeah.
I love it.
It's just,
And when you go to shop these places, they're going to sound like me. So
Yeah.
And it's so cute. I'm like, what'd you say? I don't know. I'm just gonna smile and
smile and
and
nod.
they're going to say y'all instead of you all.
I feel like I've probably done that a few times already.
Well, that's great. So every show we try to bounce around at the end, or we're going to try. This is the third episode. We're still getting there. We're figuring it all out. This is fun. We're having a lot of fun. Of course, here at the Mule House, it's hard not to have fun in Columbia. But we want to bounce around. I'm going to always bring up live music and what's going on, what's happening. Also, stand-up comedy is another fascination of mine. I told you guys earlier, I went on a live music cruise in an earlier episode. I also just went on a Nate Bargatze comedy cruise.
nice.
So, I don't know that I like the cruising, but I like cruising. The first time was not rough. The second one was a little,
Could have been the sea.
Seasick?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I didn't get seasick, but everybody
Everybody else did. Yeah, that'll do it.
Like, everybody had the bracelets on and the things behind
Oh,
their ears.
no.
That's me.
But,
That's me.
Coming up at the Mule House, Mary Ryan Brown comedy night here, so stand-up comedy at the Mule House. We
Nice.
talked about the kind of what the versatility of this space, so that's coming up. Two of my favorites coming up. If you're a bluegrass fan, Ricky Skaggs is actually going to be down at the Caverns, another great partner of ours. That's happening on April 19th. The Mary Ryan Brown, April 23rd, and then also Green Sky Bluegrass down at the Caverns on the 24th. So all those are coming up. We got a ton of live music going on. Spring in the Hollow down in Lynchburg. Got to promote that. We're having a chili cook-off.
Okay.
McKenna, you know I'm a chili fan.
I know you're a chili fan.
I
I've known.
judged-
I was going to say, you've been a
Yeah.
judge once or twice.
Yeah.
In your day?
The first chili contest I ever judged got canceled because of COVID. And,
Bummer.
they didn't tell me about it.
So you showed up.
Yeah, so I showed up.
Showed up hungry.
Judges
Left
is
hungry.
not the important part of that, apparently. We were off the list. But I got to have a really great hamburger in Pulaski down at
Kathy's?
Kathy's. That's
Yep.
exactly it. Yeah, and that was a lot of fun. And then April 8th, we had a ribbon cutting for the Tennessee Whiskey Trail mural program.
Nice.
So that covers
Exciting.
Tullahoma, Lynchburg, and Fayetteville. You got to see the big white dog mural.
I did.
That is a Tennessee Whiskey Trail mural. You can go and kind of scan and check in on those. And so lots of stuff coming on. But come see us in Lynchburg at the Spring in the Hollow, the chili cook-off on the 25th. The chili part was my idea,
Yeah,
so please come
I
support
figured.
that. Yeah.
Believe me.
I mean, Jack Daniels, flowers, chili. It's going to be a fun weekend. So
Yeah.
Tennessee.
A lot of cool.
Yeah,
lot of
nothing,
cool-
All the things.
nothing
What's going
screams
for you guys?
Tennessee
What-
like
What are
chili.
you focused on right now this time of year?
You know what? I mean, springtime for us, everyone's ready to get out, do
Yeah.
things. Of course, like
We're just coming off Mule Day, so like you
coming off Mule Day, like that's really
We're rolling. Mule Day kind of kicks everything off for us. So
amen. We've got First Fridays though, downtown Columbia, which is our monthly community event, 5 to 8 p.m. Bigger for us this year, just because we are incorporating live music
Yeah.
on the amplified stage instead of just acoustic, but. At the event, downtown businesses stay open past 5, which is an anomaly for us.
For a small
any
town.
small town.
Yeah.
So they all stay open, but almost all of my downtown restaurants host a musician inside of their storefront, if not outside their storefront. So yeah, if you're looking for something to do in Columbia, every first Friday, there's something in Columbia happening for sure. But yeah, the spring leading into the summer season, like I know we've got a lot coming up, but also our community has a lot coming
Yeah.
up. And with it being the 250th celebration, I think we'll see more things on the patriotic side on our calendar and really your calendar too. I think people will be talking
Oh,
about it
yeah.
more. So
Always, yeah.
excited for what spring is like happening, but really just excited for the 2026 season. So I think people are new transplants, but also the residents are just ready for more exposure to how to be a true Tennessean. And like that's with the community. It's how to get involved, but also where do you shop? Where do you eat? Where do you go to listen to music? I did take my family to the first ever Caverns concert, and we saw the K-pop Demon Hunters tribute band thing. I don't even know how you put it
much
all
fun was
together.
that?
You know what? The Caverns, incredible. If you've not been, I would recommend going to a concert there. Would not recommend a concert for 3 under 4, but it was still something fun to go to and to take them to.
Yeah.
And it was an hour and a half away. I mean, put
That's
them
a
in the
good-
car. Let's go. That's nap time. Like
Yeah.
that was great, back and forth. So
It's a good general rule for 304, just in concerts.
just don't take them
Yeah,
anywhere.
right.
Put them in the minivan, take them to McDonald's.
Yeah, let 'em
Call it a-
play.
Call it a date night.
Yeah, that's great.
No, but yeah, we're excited for all the things popping up in Columbia, but really just all around the region. So I'm excited for all the new places that I didn't know about either for shopping and where to thrift, because I know we share our finds and where we're going. So having those kind of exposed on a louder platform is exciting for our local businesses, because that's what makes Columbia unique in all of the places unique and around us.
Yeah, as my granny used to say, someone left the faucet wide open. So there's a lot happening. Remy, what do you got going on? We'll let you close this thing out.
Yeah, really exciting. We're going to do a spring market. There's going to be, I want to say like 5 or 6 vendors, including myself. There's going to be like tea, coffee, handcrafted pieces, a little farmer's market vibe going on for the girlies.
I'm here for that.
Yeah, craft table. So it's going to be fun. That's going to be the last Saturday of April.
Okay.
Don't quote me on the date. Is it the 25th or the 28th?
25th.
The 25th.
Yeah.
So the 25th of April, it's going to be the last Saturday. And it's going to be 9 to 1. Or, I'm sorry, 9 to 4. We're going to extend our hours. I'm normally open 9 to 1. But because, we're bringing all these people
Vendors
together,
in, yeah.
we're just going to extend it and have fun.
Love that.
Awesome.
Heck yeah. And again, follow Remy on Vintage Remnants. And thank you for tuning in to our 3rd episode of Tennessee Unpacked. It has been fun so far. I hope you are enjoying what you're seeing. If you have any ideas, TennesseeUnpacked.com. You can submit some ideas on there. Send us some recommendations, suggestions, all kinds of cool stuff. A little behind-the-scenes stuff that you can see there, too. Thank you to the producing team. They've been incredible to be here at 6 in the morning with me and spread the positive. Also, the Mule House, thank you for hosting us here on this beautiful stage. And if you haven't been here, make sure you do. themulehouse.com, and we'll look forward to you on the next episode of Tennessee Unpacked.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning into the Tennessee Unpacked podcast. Be sure to like, share, follow, and subscribe. And be sure to leave us a 5-star review. Until next time, we'll see you on the next one.